All right. Hello, everyone. So I'm really excited about this Zoom, and I'm really excited to have Celeste do this with me. We love upselling. You know, I always have, why get 30 BVs when you can get 100 BVs, am I right? So I remember a while ago saying to Cassie, like, I feel like when I look at my steps to success, so I have 2 sheets of paper and I write down every distributor I enroll and I write down every customer. And I remember Cassie and all these other girls were getting like so many customers. And I remember saying to her, like, I feel like I don't enroll as much as you. And she was like, I enroll more than you, but you enroll more BV than me. And I was just like, okay, that's lit. So, you know, we were always like, I was always kind of feeling down about the number that I had. And don't get me wrong, I still enroll a lot of customers, but when the BV is so much higher, it's almost like you can't even get in your own head about that. So I want to help you guys get bigger orders, because at the end of the day, if people are ready for a change, whether it be weight loss, skincare, hair growth, whatever it is, if they're ready and they want results, they will spend more money to get the results that they want. Everyone wants to feel their best. Everyone, you know, wants to hit that goal. And if they're ready, sometimes there's not a price tag on it. And I'm going to have Celeste jump in here in a couple of minutes, but just a few things that I'm sure she's going to say too, because we pretty much do the same thing. But you can never judge someone's wallet. Broke to one person is not broke to the next. So I've had people genuinely tell me, okay, well, I'm interested in products, but I have to stay in a budget. Like, I don't have much money right now. And they spend $150. And I'm like, oh, broke to me is like, I can't afford Thermophyte X. Broke to this girl was sign me up for the triple threat. So you can never judge someone's wallet. You never know what their definition of broke is. And me and Celeste, we like have always said, you start up high and you work your way down. It's really hard to say, Thermophyte X is so awesome. You could lose 30 pounds in 90 days with diet and exercise and blah, 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 blah. And then someone's like, oh, okay, cool. I want to lose X amount of weight. It's really hard to say, well, you might want to add this, and you might want to add this, and you might want to add this. Instead, start high and work your way down. If that doesn't fit in their budget, then you work your way down. And if that's good in their budget, this is what we're going to teach you tonight on how to upsell someone, even from a triple threat. Even when someone's spending $150, Celeste always says, if you're spending 150, what's 180? If you're spending 180, what's 200? Like, you know what I mean? If you're already spending that much and you're already ready for results, what's another 25? What's another 39 to add on these results? So, Celeste, I don't know if you can unmute yourself. If not, I'm going to have Cassie do it. Sorry, Cass. We didn't plan this out very well. Oh. Okay, guys, so when Celeste gets unmuted, I'm going to have her first just tell you guys a little bit about her and her background and her story, because we have not had Celeste on one of these Zooms in a very long time. So I know a lot of you don't really know Celeste. So Celeste, start with, like, you know, how old you are, blah, 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 all that, and a little bit about you.
Okay, hi, I'm Celeste. I'm president of Diamond. I joined 4 years ago as a broke college student. I joined when I was, I think, 19. I'm 23, about to be 24 now. And when I joined, I wasn't looking for anything. I was going to school full-time, taking 18 credits a semester and working 3 jobs and just living paycheck to paycheck. But I wasn't looking for anything like this because I didn't know anything like this existed. And I only had like 300 followers at the time. And I still remember like my enroller following me, and I'm like, who is this girl? Started creeping her page, and I'm like, she's a college student just like me. How in the world is she making money from her phone? And I watched her for exactly a week, and then I saw one of her posts, and I was like, okay, I have to know, like, what does she do? So I texted her and was like, this is really weird, but like, how do you make money from your phone? She told me all about it, and she told me it was $99 to join, and I had the money in my account, but I knew if I spent it, I wasn't going to have enough money to pay for groceries. And then I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And then she was like, I only have one spot left. And I was like, oh my goodness. She only has one spot left. I called my boyfriend. I was like, babe,
Sorry, guys. My dogs are wrestling.
I think it's someone else. Okay. I was like, babe, I have to do this right now. And he didn't tell me no, but he was like, what is it? And I was like, oh, I don't know. So then I was like, okay, who do I know that like would know more about this? And one of my friends from high school was selling Roden and Fields. And she was like, I had to pay $700 to join my business. $99 is nothing. So I was like, okay, like that's a really good deal. And then I remembered one of my other friends was selling mascara or something like that. And she was like, I actually don't sell it anymore, but I used It Works products and it helped me lose 30 pounds. So I was like, I'm getting a really good deal starting my business and the products worked. So I joined, I was super excited, started watching YouTube videos right away. I didn't even know like Jade Hooper was our upline, and I just like saw she was the most popular person at that time like on YouTube for It Works. So I was watching her constantly. I stopped watching Netflix. Like if I wasn't in class or if I wasn't at work, I was working this business, watching YouTube, and started getting customers. And then my Nora was like, okay, now you have to get distributors. And I was like, no, I didn't know that was a part of the deal. Like, I'm not going to do that. No one's going to want to pay $99. No one's going to want to join my team. And then she's like, no, like, that's how you grow. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to do that. So I just kept getting customers. And then my Nora just happened to place me under Nicole. And she reached out to me like 3 months later and was like, why don't we have any distributors? Your PBV is like over 1,000. And I'm like, no, like, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to get customers. And she's like, do you want to make money? And I'm like, well, yeah, obviously. And she's like, well, do you want to make more money? And then I was like, okay, like, I got to start enrolling distributors. And as soon as I believed that I could, that's when I started enrolling distributors. 4 years later, here I am.
Love it. So we'll just kind of go back and forth with, like I said, Celeste and I really do the same thing pretty much. Celeste, I'm going to kind of have you talk about it a little bit more, but so I'm going to like talk to you as if I was a customer, and just kind of tell me like what you would say to me, not exact scripts, just like, so you guys can understand kind of the flow of a conversation, and see kind of where we're doing it a little different, because I can honestly tell you, I other than this, 2 for $59 and 3 for $75, I don't know the last time I enrolled a customer that wasn't 100 BB. And even with these promotions going on, I'm still enrolling very close, if not over 100, because I'm still upselling them. And there's specific ways that you can still do that with all of these deals going on. So if you were to send me a message saying, my name's Celeste, I would love to tell you more about our products. And I said, what products do you have? We're on Instagram. And I said, what products do you have? What would you say?
We have health, wellness, and beauty products. What's your number? I'll send you more info. It's easier than DM.
So that's the first thing that I think is so important. Getting that conversation off of social media has been an absolute game changer. And I know we are not the only ones on here that do that and feel that way. It's very hard to carry a conversation on Instagram. And plus, like, when you're following up and when you're talking to people, you're not going to remember like usernames and all of that stuff on Instagram and on Facebook. It's just not going to happen. Your brain just physically can't remember underscores and X's and all that stuff. Instantly get that number off of social media. And I'm going to cut the shit right now. If you guys are sitting here thinking no one wants to give me their number off social media because they don't know me, you need to get out of that mindset. We all know, like, growing your mindset is so important through this, and whatever you believe is literally what's going to happen. And if you're new and you're watching this and you think I'm crazy, it's okay. I used to think the same thing when I first joined this, but it's so true. If you're thinking no one wants to give me their number, you're literally like giving off a weird energy, and that's exactly what's going to happen. I probably get one person every month, if not every 2 months, that is like, I'm just not comfortable with that. Honestly, it's probably 10 people a year. Like, it's very, very rare that that happens. So it is very important to get out of that mindset and get people's numbers. And if someone's hesitant about it, okay, no problem. We'll continue the conversation here. But 1-2 people on social media is a lot better than all of your conversations on social media. So get their numbers. It makes it a lot easier for following up. Just carrying a conversation, it's just so much easier. So, okay, Celeste gets my number. I'm going to give it to her. And then what are you going to text me?
First, and also don't just give them your number and say text me. Don't like put that sale in their hands, because you're just some random girl on Instagram. Like they're most likely not gonna like go and text you. Always ask for their number so you stay in control and you text them.
Okay. I love that you pointed that out, because I think that's a big thing. It's kind of like especially when you're newer, you think that it's the same thing. Oh, just shoot me a text. And it sucks, but it's very rare that they are going to text you. You want to be, throughout this entire thing, everything that Celeste is going to say right now, you want to be in control. And it's very important to, I know that I try to end every single text that I send in a sentence, so they feel like they have to respond. And when you're in control, what's your number? You're going to get their number. She's going to text them, which we're going to hear, but she's going to text them and ask them a question, and you're always in control. You want to stay in control of that conversation.
Okay, so I get Nicole's number and I say, hey, Nicole, it's Celeste on Instagram. So first tell me some things you might be interested in, and we can go from there. Oh wait, that's my old script, but it basically just says like pick a category and we can go from there. And it says like wraps to tighten, tone, and firm, weight loss, skincare, beauty, cleanse, and detox, which sounds like something you prefer.
And it gives you a layout of so many different things. Okay, so I'm going to say back to you, weight loss.
How much weight do you want to lose? I can make a custom plan for you.
So this is where you're opening. First of all, it's going to make the person on the other side of the phone feel very important. That you're going to get a custom plan. Like, how much do you want to lose? It's not just like, here's Thermofite X or whatever. It's like, how much do you want to lose? I'm going to put something together for you. So, okay, so that's that. Oh my gosh, I cannot. This looks insane. I'm like trying to hide my neck with my hair. Okay, so I'm going to say to you, I want to lose 15 pounds.
Okay, triple threat. Our triple threat is 2 bags of Skinny Brew or Keto Coffee, Cleanse, and Thermofite. So describe all of those with your triple threat script and send at least 4 before and after pictures. Okay.
This is so important. If you're taking notes, you need to put this in stars. You should never, ever, 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 ever send a product description without results pictures. I personally send the product description in one text and then send the results pictures after. If you do it all in one big text, they're going to get the results pictures first and then read. I love to have them read it, so they're like, ooh, this sounds good. And then it's like, boom, 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 boom. Here's the results. Obviously, there's no results for Confianza, stuff like that. You know, you don't have to text your upline and be like, what do I send for this? But if you're sending any kind of product that has results, which is 98% of what we have, you need to send at least 4 results pictures with it. Okay, so Celeste just told me all about the triple threat results pictures, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they look great.
They're amazing. You would love them. I'd love to give you my last personal discounted spot. This is huge. Like, remember when I was telling you my story and she told me she had 1 spot left? It creates urgency, and I literally joined right then because I didn't want to miss out on that spot.
And I think this is a spot where a lot of people don't know how to transition. Okay, I sent them the info. I sent them the results pictures. Well, they said it looks good. What the heck do I say next? This is going to be your transition into the next thing. And side note, when I send my triple threat script, I send it all. I send the results pictures and I say, how does that sound? Again, ending in a question to get them to answer back. Then they say, oh my gosh, they look amazing, or blah, 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 blah. They're amazing. You would love them. I would love to give you one of my last personal discounted spots, or my last personal discounted spot, whatever it was. Celeste is putting these in the chat for you guys too. Okay, and then they say, how much is it?
I'm doing a promotion where you can get my discount. Thermofite X retails for $67, but with my discount, I can give it to you for only $39.95. A month supply of keto coffee retails for $130, but you'll get it for $78, and the cleanse $39. You'll get these with my 90-day challenge. How does that sound?
Oh my gosh, that sounds awesome.
Explain the 90-day challenge. So the program's pretty awesome. You get products each month for 3 months. You can change your products around each month, so you're not locked into a set price or product. And for doing this, you get 40% off and tons of product credit to use towards future purchases. And then I say, sound good.
Sign me up.
Sorry. Let's get your order in quick. Do you want me to sign you up, or do you want to do it yourself? It's totally up to you. I just need some information.
Perfect. And mine, let's get your order in quick. I say, my text replacements aren't working on my computer, but let me put it in here. Obviously, they're very similar, but I say I could send you a list of information I would need from you, and I could process it right now. And then I always say, I'm actually sitting at my computer putting in another order. And it makes it sound like so many people want these products, right? I'm like, okay, do you want my last discounted spot? And then when I say that, I'm like, I'm putting in another order. You know what I mean? It kind of gives it even more of an urgency. Okay, so then this is super important with this part. If you guys are putting in orders yourself, you can either do it through eSuite, you can do it through your website, do it through whoever's website if you're fast starting, but you do it through the website or through eSuite, right? If you do not explain the 90-day challenge and you are processing people's orders, that cannot happen. You have to make sure you're explaining the challenge. You have to if you're processing the orders. So as we all know, I don't mean to put fear into you guys, but I just want to make sure so everyone understands. You guys know that with the 90-day challenge, if someone cancels their order before the 3 months is up, they pay that $50 membership fee, right? Well, guess what? If you process the order and you did not explain the challenge and they go to customer service and say, hey, I didn't know I had to do a monthly thing and I didn't even put my order in. They put my order in. You will have to pay the $50 fee if you do not have proof that you explain the challenge. If you have proof, customer service will send you an email and say, hey, this person's saying you didn't explain it and you signed them up. Can you provide proof that you did? You send a screenshot and you're off the hook. So just make sure that you explain the 90-day challenge, especially when you are signing someone up yourself on your end. Now, if someone says, okay, I want to do it myself, Celeste, can you drop in, do you send something after that's send me your, well, I'll just explain. It doesn't have to be scripted. When we walk someone through, we always just say, send me a picture of your confirmation page when you're done so I can process it on my side. We know we don't have to do anything on our side for it, but that gives us, proof that they ordered themselves and all of that. And obviously that it went through because we want to know that it went through. Okay. Now, Celeste says, let's get your order in. Do you want me to sign you up? I'm like, I want you to sign me up. And she gathers all of my, go ahead.
Sorry. So I just send a list of everything that you need. Full name. You should obviously have their phone number already because you're going to get their number from Instagram, birthday, all that stuff. Okay. Once I have all of their information, I'm like, awesome. I'm going to do this for you super quick. Thank you, Erica. And then this is my upsell for triple threat. What is my text replacement?
So Celeste has gotten all my information and she's putting it in. And now on the triple threat, she's going to try to upsell me even more with this message. Go ahead.
So with triple threat, I upsell the greens and fat fighters. And I say, so if you're like me and don't eat the best 100% of the time, I definitely recommend getting our fat fighters and greens as well. Fat fighters absorb most of the fats and carbs from your cheat meals, and greens keep your body detox and give you 8 servings of fruits and veggies. I added them to your cart already. So that one, if they're setting themselves up, I add it to their cart already. And then if they want to take it out, they can take it out. If I'm doing it themselves, then at the end, instead of saying I add it to your cart, I tell them the price and say, do you want to add them?
And boom, that order just went, oh, go ahead.
70% of the time, they're saying yes. Whether it's to both or one or the other, they're adding something at least 70% of the time.
And it goes back to Celeste. I used to giggle at her when she would say, if they're spending $150 already, what's 180? I'm like, another, you do the math, I'm so bad, 30? I don't know. I'm like, another 30. Like, what do you mean? What's 180? And then she'd get all these people adding and adding and adding. And I'm like, I guess that's kind of true. Like, that is. And like I said, if people are ready for a change, they will buy more stuff. You cannot, the only thing, like, we're teaching you all the tips and tricks to do this, but if you have a mindset that people will not spend that much money, it's never going to happen for you. If you're sitting here listening to us and you're like, yeah, my customers just wouldn't do that, it's never going to happen for you. There is no difference between our customers and your customers. There's no difference. It's your mindset. That's the difference. So just try to upsell, guys. Again, you got to start high and work your way down. Okay, so when it comes to like weight loss and stuff, Celeste, is there anything else kind of with upselling there? Oh, like, I'm just going to run through a few other things, but go ahead, Celeste, if you have any ideas there.
So I ask how much weight they want to lose. And if they tell me more than 10 pounds, I always recommend triple threat. They say less than 10 pounds, I do skinny brew and greens. So if it's there, then I will upsell the cleanse and the wraps. I always try to upsell more than one product so they have something to choose from. And never, never, never only talk about one product. Even if they commented on a hair, skin, and nails post, tell them about hair, skin, nails, and collagen.
That's what I was going to say. Let's run through a couple other, like, things that you can upsell. So as she just said, like hair, skin, and nails, Celeste and I always upsell collagen. And it doesn't mean that we only talk about hair, skin, and nails, and then when we're putting their information in, we upsell them on collagen. At this point, we're telling them about hair, skin, and nails and collagen. You want the best hair results? This is what you want to get. I love selling wraps and cleanse together. So I post a lot about the wraps. So I'll post about the wraps. Someone will message me information or wanting information. I'll tell them about the wraps. And then in that script, I'm going to say, if you want to maximize the results, you're going to want, and guess what I do? Cleanse and celery. I do both of them. If they want to choose just one, now we're talking about 3 products. So if the price for them about 3 is a little too high, well, if they have, oh gosh, 59 plus 39 plus 39, you do the math, I don't know. If we're talking like, we'll say 150, we're talking like in the 150 range, okay, maybe they were just gonna buy wraps for $59, right? But then you told them about stuff that's 150. Well, now, that $80, $90 range doesn't sound as bad because there's not all of that stuff. Does that make sense? So if I'm talking to someone about wraps, you bet your ass I'm talking to them about wraps, cleanse, and celery juice, because celery juice is the best thing ever created. What else? Everything. Like, I can't even think. Like, if I'm talking to someone about hydrate, I'm talking to someone about hydrate and reds, because mixed together, they're so good.
This is a big one. Thermophyte X host-to-post is huge right now, right? If you are hosting a post for Thermophyte and someone comments, you better not only tell them about the Thermophyte. You ask what goals they have, because I bet you $1 million they're going to say more than 10 pounds and you're going to recommend the triple threat. Why would you only sell Thermophyte when you can sell Thermophyte coffee, cleanse, greens, and fat fighters?
I love that you said that, because actually Emily, I don't even know if Emily is on here right now, but Emily literally texted me today and was like with the upselling, if I post a Thermophyte X, my whole team does Thermophyte X, like, where do I take that? And that's exactly what I do. I don't even, when I first message them, so let's say Allie does a host post for me for triple or for Thermophyte X, and she gets a bunch of comments. I'm literally going to message them, and I'm not even going to mention Thermophyte X. We say, hey, I saw your comment on Allie's post. How much weight are you looking to lose? I'd love to make a custom plan for you. Boom.
Don't overthink it. They have no idea what your post is about. They have no idea that losing 31 pounds in 90 days is only the Thermify X. They have no idea. So don't overthink it and be like, oh, like they're gonna only be expecting me to tell them about this one specific product. Like they have no idea what your post is even about. They just see weight loss.
And what if they're like, oh my gosh, you have coffee that does that? That's a freaking game changer. Where if you just told them about Thermify X, they wouldn't even know. I feel like this is something that should be talked about. If someone says, I don't like coffee, how to kind of figure out that conversation. I personally hated coffee before this. And I know, I keep looking at you, Allie. And I know Allie's the same because we've talked about this so many times, but Allie hated coffee too. Yet we drink this every single day. And I genuinely love it. Like I'm not just drinking it because I sell it and I'm like, whatever. I genuinely love it. So you can be a coffee hater and like what we have. It's just about being super personal. And it's easy for me. If you loved coffee before and you want to pretend you didn't, I don't know. But it's easy for me. I would say something along the lines of, I get it. I actually hated coffee before we came out with this too. I promise you, I'm going to teach you the best ways to make it. And it's going to be so delicious, you're never going to want to stop drinking it. And everyone's like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And if they're really hesitant on it, I'm like, okay, well, we have a tea. Like, do you like chai tea? Celeste, where are you going to jump in?
Yeah, and you can also use that to upsell greens as well. So when someone tells me they don't like coffee, I say the same thing. I totally understand. I didn't like coffee either, but our keto coffee is super creamy. Plus, if you add the chocolate detox, it literally tastes like a mocha frap.
Love it.
Just because they don't like coffee doesn't mean they're not going to buy a frappuccino from Starbucks with their friends. So just saying like mocha frap, they're all like, ooh, that sounds good.
Do you guys see how easy it is to get bigger orders? Like, I feel like we always say, like, stick to the scripts. Like, we know what works. And I am 100% still saying stick to the scripts. Like, stop recreating the wheel. You don't have to. I have people who look at my scripts. They're like, yeah, no, I don't think that's going to work. I'm like, yeah, my paycheck says it does. So stick to the scripts, guys. Like, literally stick to the scripts. We would not have you do something that doesn't work. We would never steer you in the wrong direction. You joined whoever it was, me, Celeste, Cassie, Nay, whoever the heck you joined us for a reason, right? You joined us so that we can teach you how to be successful. As long as you are coachable, you will be successful, but don't try to recreate the wheel. With that being said, don't overthink it. You know, like you guys are probably listening like, oh, wow, this person doesn't like coffee. I could upsell greens and tell them it's more like a hot chocolate. Like, boom, it's so simple. It's so simple. I just think all of us really overthink it. Someone wants hair, skin, and nails. Oh my gosh, you got to try this collagen too. It's incredible. Did you know that the body stops producing collagen in its 20s? Like, it's not only good for your hair, but it's good for your skin and blah, 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 and all this stuff. Like, it's so easy to upsell people because at the end of the day, people want to feel and look their best. And that's like the most important thing to people. And we have products to help them do that. And if you are not telling them about those products, you're doing them a disservice. I don't know if Aisha's on here. I really hope you are. But Aisha was one of my favorite customers ever. And she would literally watch every story she would watch every story that I posted and literally text me, I need this, I need this, I need this. She probably bought every single product that we have until finally I was like, dude, you got to sell this with me. Like, you have everything. Like, you are literally perfect for this. And like, this is what I mean, where like I would be doing her a disservice if I didn't tell her about this. She asked me about probably has like 10 bottles of lash serum, but she would ask me about lash serum and I would tell her about something else. And she'd ask me about coffee and I'd tell her about something else. And it's just super important because if I didn't tell her about all those things, she probably wouldn't have ordered them. And who knows if she'd even be on the Zoom right now. We want people to get results, right? If a customer is getting the results they want, they're going to join. Because like I just had a customer the other day, she texted me. She only ordered a month ago. So she's been taking the skinny brew for 3 weeks. She sent me 2 referrals already. She's a hairdresser. She was like, I have another person that wants the coffee. I have another person that wants the coffee. And I was like, why don't you just join this? And she was like, I sell too much stuff, but you're my hottest topic right now. Like, everyone thinks this is so cool that you have this coffee. And when everyone says to me, why do you look so good after quarantine? Because literally she's dropping weight like crazy after quarantine. She's like, everyone keeps saying, how do you look so good after quarantine? And then I talk about this coffee and then they all want it. And she sent me 2 referrals. And this is what I mean. When people start getting, and she signed up as a distributor last night. When people start getting results, it's going to effortlessly happen. And those are the distributors you want at the end, because they're fired up about the products that they have. I feel like I'm getting off topic, but upselling, you just got to get it out of your head that people don't want to spend a lot of money. That is the first thing. If you can take all of our tips, you can take all the notes you want, but if you don't believe that it can happen, then it's never going to happen. Ever, ever, ever. Celeste, anything else? I want to think about some other things that we upsell, but do you have anything else?
So I always say this to my newbies when they're first like reaching out to their warm market. I don't care if your friend is ranting on Facebook about how broke they are. Never judge someone else's wallet. You don't know what's important to them. Okay? Someone could be trying to sell me like $100, I don't know, blanket from Bed Bath & Beyond. And I'm like, nah, I don't got the money for that. But if I see like $100 Michael Kors wallet, I got the money for that because that's what's important to me. Okay? Never judge someone else's wallet. You don't know what they're willing to spend their money on. So if they're complaining about whatever, still ask them, because they could be wanting to lose weight so bad and nothing else has been working for them, and these are the products that are going to change their lives. And just because someone doesn't have the money for a product doesn't mean they don't have $99 to join a business. Always offer the business after you do all the things, work your way down. Try to get them to start with at least one product. Always offer them the business, because just because they don't have $36 for hair, skin, and nails doesn't mean they don't have $99 to change their life.
Abigail asked about celery juice, which I'll answer that in a second. But another thing off of upselling, but I sell celery juice like crazy. It is one of my favorite products. I feel like garbage when I'm not drinking it. It tastes like garbage, let's be real. But I'm never gonna not drink it because it makes me feel so good. So I know I genuinely say this to all my customers. So I want to kind of talk to you guys about it, cover my neck. So everyone says, how does it taste? And I got this from Amanda Willette, so shout out. I voice text everything, but I will voice text them and I'll be like, listen, it's celery juice in powder. It doesn't taste like a chocolate milkshake. It tastes like celery juice. It tastes like celery water. It's gross. But guess what else is gross? Vodka shots, tequila shots. Like, and I used to drink those all the time, and then I always giggle, and I'm like, I don't know if you're a drinker, but if you are, you can totally relate. And like, let's be real. How many times have we gone like out to the bar and drank something nasty just to get the benefits, right? And I'm super real with my people that are interested in ordering this. Aisha could vouch because she got it. I literally say, it's not a chocolate milkshake, it's celery juice, but the benefits outweigh the taste any day. If you have to plug your nose and chug it through a straw, do it. I used to take vodka shots. I used to take tequila shots at the bar. Those are just as worse, but I would do it, right? So you'll drink this to feel good and have the benefits. And they all laugh and they're like, you're so right. And I have a text from someone right now who's like, this celery juice is disgusting. I don't know how I could keep drinking it. And guess what? I'm going to voice text her. I know it is. I think it's disgusting. Every morning I have to talk myself up. Ashley Bell is in the corner over here. And this morning I made it up. I stirred it and I was like, but Celeste likes it. Ashley likes it, but I don't. And I'm never going to tell someone that it tastes good because it doesn't. But I'm still going to drink it every single day. So don't be scared to be real with people. Like, you know what I mean? You don't have to say that it tastes amazing. It's fucking celery juice. It's disgusting. But it's good for you. And yeah, so that's just a little point that I like to throw in there. But she said, how do you follow up with someone who is afraid that they won't like the taste of celery or the cleanse or something like that? I literally will say just that. I will voice text them or you could text it out, whatever. If you don't have an iPhone, get one. So I will either voice text or text it out and be like, listen, it's not chocolate milkshake. It's for your health. It's gonna make you feel better. It takes, if it's celery juice, I'm like, it takes 20 seconds in the morning to chug it. If it's a cleanse, it's freaking 2 days. Like, you can do it. It's going to make you feel better, and it's going to be so worth it. And literally, that's all. I'll just stick to that. I love my celery juice. Makes me feel great. Exactly. Like, it's so worth it. And people, when they're consistent with it, no matter how gross it is, I can promise you, I opened that jar the first day and I smelled it and I was like, yep, I felt like I needed to go bury myself in the backyard, and I still drank it, and people will do it. So just don't be scared of that, because I get a lot of people that are scared to sell it because of that purpose. Because of that reason. Just open my burp. Okay, anything else about upselling? Any questions on upselling? Like, if there's just a few things that I could drill into your head tonight, it's get out of your own head. You can upsell, you can get big orders. There's no reason, Celeste. We don't have magical customers. We have the same people from Instagram, the same people from Facebook that you guys have. There's nothing special about our customers. It's just what we do when we talk to them. So always start big, but get out of your own head that you can't make bigger orders. Get out of your own head that people can't afford it, because that's total crap. That's total crap, and that's a mindset issue. And we always say what? Your paycheck will never exceed your mindset, right? Your loyal customers' orders will never exceed your mindset. So always start big and work your way down. It's a lot easier to start at 4 products and work down to 1 than it is at 1 product and work up to 4. We're getting a few questions. People always ask for samples of the coffee because so when people ask me how the coffee tastes, like the skinny brew, I literally keep it super simple. I'm like, it's a black Colombian roast. But I'm not really a coffee drinker, so I use my base as vanilla almond milk, and I put a little bit of creamer, and I make everything a joke. Like, I'm just weird, and I just make everything a joke. And like, when I'm voice texting, I'm like, so if you put Reese's creamer in it, it's probably going to defeat the purpose, and like stuff like that. So I always tell them like sugar-free and stuff like that. Thank you for dropping those. All right, I think that was it. If no one has any more questions. Let me just explain pricing and how I'm doing it right now with the promotion that we have going on. So with the triple threat, Celeste sent her triple threat pricing before. I'm actually not changing the pricing. So I send the same exact pricing, and then I put a paragraph underneath it that says, but if you order today, Ashley, how much is it? $38? $39. Thank you. Me and Ashley must have did that math 42 times today, and I still can't remember. But if you order today, you're going to get $39 off of that plus free shipping. And then you could upsell them, or you can upsell before. But basically what I'm saying is I'm not changing my pricing script. I'm sending them the prices so they know how much it usually is. And then I'm like, but if you order today, you'll get an extra blah, blah, blah off plus free shipping if it's over $100. So that's just how I'm changing my scripts for the promotions going on right now. I don't send it all and just be like, you'll get it all for $75. Because then they're like, that sounds cool. But when they're like, oh, it's normally blah, 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 it sounds even better. So if they cancel before, yes. So what the 90-day challenge is they agree to order products each month for a minimum of 3 months. And for doing that, we waive the $50. So if they cancel before the 90-day challenge is over, they're going to get charged that membership fee because they agreed to do 3 months to waive it. And if they don't do that, then they have to pay it. Celeste, can you put your message for Instagram?
And I've literally been using this message since I joined 4 years ago.
Stop changing your messages. Stop overthinking it. Literally, I get asked all the time, what message are you using right now? I'm like, the same one I was using 4 years ago. Like, it just doesn't, we don't change it.
Yes, Sasha, use the Connect app and go text all of your LCs.
Do you find that voice memos work better when talking to potentials? I cannot even stress how freaking awesome it is when you can voice message customers. I'm super weird. So like, I'm just like, I make things funny and I'm just like super random. And then I feel like I start relating to people on different levels. I absolutely 100% can tell you that voice messages have changed my business, especially when talking to potential distributors too, because you could laugh and make it fun and all that stuff. But voice texting is the best thing ever.
And if you're busy throughout the day or you're like just somewhere loud or like whatever, you don't feel like voice messaging, go in your voice memos app and you can record like whatever script or message, save it, and then you can go in and just copy it and then go to your messages and paste it and it will send the voice message. I don't know about Android. If you have an Android, go buy an iPhone.
Literally. Guys, I'm so sorry, but we don't know anything about like, Lauren's laughing. Lauren used to argue with me, and she'd be like, I'm never getting an iPhone until she got an iPhone. She's like, I'm never going back. And it's great because we could voice text all day long. Someone said off topic, but how do you use TikTok for business? I would definitely just advise going to look at some of like go look at Shay's TikTok and who else works TikTok a lot? Jade Hooper. Honestly, just do you. TikTok's so fun. So just do you. Make a freaking video dancing and be like, you drink coffee? Yeah, same. But mine burns fat. 40% off? Text me. And you just made a business post. Like, don't overthink it. Have fun. I'm channeling my inner Bret Hart today with all my leopard. And yeah, just have fun with it. And make sure if you're talking about the business and stuff, put the income disclosure at the end. Okay, we're going to do a few more questions. Massive action, massive results. Stop sitting here, and whoever put that, thank you, Brittany. Stop sitting here and saying, I want the success that all these top earners have, and then you're not putting in the action that we do. It's never going to happen. This isn't a get rich quick scheme. This isn't a, oh, my girl Caitlin's here. She's always my hype man. Okay, sorry. I get so distracted. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, if you are not putting in the massive action, you cannot expect the massive results. So don't play the, feel sorry for me game and, oh, I'm not getting anywhere and I'm not doing this. Are you putting in what we put in? Are you using the Done app? If you guys don't have the Done app, definitely get it. D-O-N-E, Done. You could put all your tasks for the day and you check them off as you go. I'm literally obsessed with that app. I have stuff for like my life, not just the business. Like I have unload the dishwasher. I have drink my celery juice, but I do it. I have everything that I need to do every single day in there. And that really helps. So if you want to message 150 people a day and you want to do them in clip 15, send 10, 15 times, you could set that up. And then you send 10 and you go and you click the little check and it loads and loads and loads and loads. So that's.
Okay, I love this question. What do you do if PLCs keep ghosting you when you try to follow up? Ready? You keep following up with them. I'm literally the queen of following up. I will not stop following up with someone until they tell me to F off or they are no longer interested. Okay, I have been following up with people since 2017. And guess what? I still follow up with them every single week. And let me tell you, I still know LCs from 2017, 2018, every single week.
Casey Evans.
AC Evans.
We're going to change that script that you sent in here. That's a lot. Okay, so when you're talking to someone about pricing, always send just the price of the product and then say you'll get this promotion or this discount with my 90-day challenge. And then when they say, what's the 90-day challenge? Then you explain it. This is a whole lot of info and a whole lot of writing. I suck at reading. I know not everyone does, but if you sent me that, I wouldn't read it. It's way too much. It's very overwhelming. So let's just switch that up a little bit and send just the pricing and say you'll get that discount in my 90-day challenge, and then explain the challenge after. And Celeste, can you drop your 90-day challenge script?
And going back to following up, you're not being annoying. You're reminding them about something they're genuinely interested in. And most of the time, if they're not answering you, they're just embarrassed to say they don't have the money. So never give up on your potentials. They're going to order when they're ready, not when you're ready. So don't give up on them. And I love this example Sarah Neiman gave. So she was talking to someone about like buying mascara or something. And she goes, I literally just bought new mascara, but when I run out, I will order from you. The girl's like, okay, great. Never followed up with her. So when Sarah ran out of mascara, she just went to Sephora and bought more. And then she was like, oh crap, I was supposed to order from that girl and I totally forgot. That girl followed up with her, she wouldn't have forgotten and she would have ordered from her. You're not being annoying. You're doing them a favor and reminding them about a product they were interested in.
All right, I'm just like, there's got to be more people out there like me. Like, I've been shopping these boutiques like crazy, and it's getting out of control, but it's still happening, and it's okay. So I've been shopping all these boutiques and adding all this stuff to my cart, and they literally are blowing my phone up with emails, with text messages. And guess what? I order every single time because they follow up with me. People will order. It is not going to be it's not always going to be on your first contact. That's okay. Probably not going to be on the second or third or fourth or fifth or sixth. It's probably going to be about the seventh or eighth follow-up that they're going to be like, oh my God, I told this girl I want to lose 40 pounds 6 months ago. I still feel like crap and I'm really just ready to change. But guess what? If you didn't send that follow-up, I'm on Instagram right behind you and I'm going to sell them on it. You guys have to be consistent with follow-ups. You have to. Okay. Wow, this is getting long. I thought we were going to be on here for like 20 minutes. Okay, I think that's it. Upsell, guys. Don't be scared. It's a mindset thing. It's, this business is 80% mindset, 20% skill. If you truly think people are not going to spend that much money, then they're not going to. Always start bigger, work your way down. Celeste and I are living proof. I don't know the last time I enrolled in LC that was under 100 BV until these promotions. And most of them are still over 100 BV because I'm selling them on multiple products. I'm like, hey, listen, you can get the triple threat right now for $39 off. Why not get something else or two other things? And I'm upselling them even more. Get out of the mindset. If you make them realize what a good deal they're getting, spoon feed them information, literally spoon feed, but keep the conversation in your control. Always end it with a question. So they feel, if you don't end it with a question, they're just like, sounds cool, but then they don't answer. You have to end it with a question so they feel obligated to answer you back. And just know that you can sell anything, and don't be scared to reach out to friends and family, and don't be scared to do pop-up shops, and don't be scared to do anything. You know what? You can make excuses or you can make money. Is fear more important than your paycheck? That's all it comes down to. So if you guys have not watched The Secret on Netflix, you need to go watch it. It's The Secret, the Law of Attraction, not The Secret Love Story. Sometimes there's a mix up there. It's documentary style. The Secret, Law of Attraction on Netflix. You need to end your night with that tonight. Celeste and I watch it constantly, but Paige even recently has been saying, like, I know you always say it, but I never really watched it. I know you always say it. I literally say it to everyone. I'm like, they're like, oh, I'm feeling down today. I'm like, Secret. That's all I say. But Paige would be like, text me anything, and I'd tell her to watch The Secret. And then she was like, okay, I watched it last night, and I woke up this morning and got 2 LCs. It will help, and you shouldn't watch it just once. You should watch it 100 times, and then 1,000 times, and then 1,000 times more. When we're having a bad day, we put on The Secret. You have to watch it and watch it again and again and again to really retain it. But I promise you, it will really, really help with your business. Celeste, any last words?
Shay said this on one of her morning journaling Zooms this week. If it is not important to you today, June 10th, then don't be desperate on June 30th. Do the work all month long. Do not wait until the 25th to start working your business.
Exactly. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to leave you guys with, if you did not see this picture in our team pages, go check it out. So obviously every single Wednesday at 9 o'clock, we do this same Zoom code. We're also going to be doing new distributor training, like new distributor power 30s, every Monday at 10 p.m. It's late for some of us. Well, it's late, but it's not late for me anymore because Celeste turned me into a badass. I stay up till like 2 a.m. now. But new distributor power 30s, we're doing one every Monday at 10 p.m. Really hoping that, you know, the central time and the mountain time and everyone out in like the middle of nowhere, California, that's not the middle of nowhere, but you get the point. So that it's not too early where they're still at work or too late or whatever. So Monday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This Zoom code, we're going to be doing new distributor power 30s. Even if you're not new, get your butt on, because it's going to be stuff that just you might have been in this for a few years and you just kind of forgot some stuff. So jump on those. And then the journalism Zoom that Celeste was talking about is Monday through Friday. That is hosted by Shay. So it's a different Zoom code. It's in this picture, which is all over the team pages. And that's at 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will say it's religious. I'm not the most religious person, and I get something great out of it every single day. So please don't get on it and think, oh, this isn't really for me. Because it's worth it. It's worth it. So I get something great out of it every single day. So don't discredit it right away. On that note, love you all. Let's go get some big orders and see you soon, V. Okay, bye guys.